Let me tell you something. Active listening doesn't work. It works if you are not doing it like someone who learned empathy from a LinkedIn carousel at 3 in the morning. Because the moment you start repeating someone's words like a poorly trained parrot, things get weird, really weird. And here's the part people do not tell you. Active listening is not just awkward. Done wrong, it can make people lose trust in you. Hey, someone here. Welcome to Restless Authority and happy holidays. Stay with me because the weirdness is exactly where the magic is. By the end of this video, you will know how to use active listening properly and actually connect with people. All right, let's break this open. Here's the moment where most people quit. You try active listening once and instantly feel like a fraud. You nod too hard, you say okay too often, you mirror someone's body language and they look at you like, are you mocking me or trying to seduce me? And your brain goes, this is not me, I sound fake, and why am I doing this? Well, this is normal because you are trying a technique before the mindset. According to 2015 Harvard study, people can detect inauthentic engagement in under 1 second. Under 1 second, which means the technique is not the problem. The intention behind it is. If done wrong, then it feels like social taxidermy. The shell looks real, but the energy is dead. So the question is, how do you cross that into a real connection? The real lever, the part that makes people stay with you, the part that keeps them talking, the part that keeps viewer watching this video is curiosity. Most people think the point of active listening is to perform. But the actual point is to help the other person's brain relax. Because when someone feels heard, their brain literally drops cortisol. A 2007 UCLA study showed that simply labeling someone's emotion significantly reduced the brain's stress response. So when you say, sounds like you are overwhelmed or seems like this hits you harder than you expected, you are not doing technique. You are lowering stress by naming the situation that they feel. Now, if you get this part wrong, nothing else will work. If you get it right, conversation becomes easier, deeper, and less awkward. Let's break the active listening down into layers and see if you can use the techniques and you don't become a parody of yourself. You do not nod like a robot, just micro-acknowledgement, small verbal okay, tiny nod, a shift in your face. On the proper moment, of course. Because if you say okay at the wrong moments, the whole thing fell apart. This is used in the FBI behavioral change stay-away model. Hostage negotiator acknowledge small emotional cues constantly. It shows that they are tracking the emotional movement, not waiting to talk. And let the other person see that they have been understood and seen and heard. Your superpower here is the "what do you mean by that" sentence. A customer says, your service is terrible. Support replies with policy and says, this is what we can do. The customer escalates, leaves the bad review, never comes back, and tells everyone around not to go there and not to buy anything from that company again. The problem is here that no one paused to ask what the part of the problem disappoints you the most and give the problem proper attention. Without meaning to prevent, reaction would take over. Some think this is guessing feelings, but it's noticing the feeling that is already leaking all over the place from the conversation. You can say you sound exhausted or seems like this really matters to you. A UCLA brain scan study proved that naming a feeling reduces amygdala activity, which means emotion labeling literally cools the nervous system down. Do not repeat their words exactly. This is parroting. You summarize the essence. So for example, you say, So you want more support from your team to help you finish the task? Or you can say, so you are unsure about tomorrow and want to have another check? Do not overanalyze, try to check the meaning. Say the things like, it seems like you want recognition, or it feels like being ignored hurts more than the workload. This keeps the person correcting you, which makes them open up more, with more information that helps you to solve or get to the bottom of the problem. The thing here is, open the door, say what example you can give me, or what happened next, tell me in detail. Notice the difference between this and tell me more. Tell me more sounds like instruction. Asking for an example sounds like curiosity and encouragement. When someone is calm, you drop the energy. When they are excited, you lift up. This works on many levels because communication is not just words. It never was. It also includes something else, your presence, your energy of your presence. Have you ever been in these situations that your presence or presence of someone else calmed you down or excited you? You've been there, right? That kind of energy. This one feels weird, but it's also powerful, and I talked about it a lot on this channel. Princeton research shows silence synchronizes brain activity. Silence gives time for the other side to think about answer and give a proper or correct answer. Or even they fill the silence with more information. So practice silence like your life depends on it. And don't go 5 minutes of silence. 3 to 5 seconds is enough. In a conversation, it would be really long actually. Do not deny the frustration. You shift the focus. My team is useless becomes you want a team you can rely on, right? Remember, you need to know where things are sensitive, and by reframing it, they will go from one emotion to another, from anger to calm. Because they see, there is a way of solving this without destruction. You condense the story to show understanding. You say, so the core frustration is lack of support, or so the main issue is uncertainty. This clears the fog from the conversation. This is the most important part when you're closing an important call or an important meeting. It will give everyone in that meeting a clear understanding of what happened and what will happen. Please remember, active listening works only when curiosity leads and techniques support. People do not open up when you sound perfect. They open up when you sound present for them, when you sound normal and authentic. Before you go, tell me in the comment, what is one conversation where active listening got awkward for you? Also, please like and subscribe so YouTube again does its magic and show this video to others. And you also don't miss another video. If you want more, take a look at my channel and you will find all of these points properly in different sets and different situations with different personalities. See you there.